Welcome to my April plot tour. Come see what's actually growing at this time of the year. Please like and subscribe. The likes mean that my videos get shared and suggested to other people. So come and see the plot. So we'll begin with in front of the shed. I think it's Crocosmia and I'm guessing daylilies that I got from the compost pile are growing nicely in those. The shed is properly painted. If I come over here, this area, the flowers are starting to get a bit unruly. Let's take a closer look. So there's a lot crammed in here. We got the globe artichokes, which are edible. There is an aqualegis that's about to flower. You've got geraniums down there. There is some lavender somewhere if it's not getting totally swallowed. That rose has come into bud. I don't know if anything else survived from down there. But this is, I think, a winter honeysuckle. It's now finished flowering, so I need to cut it back. Now, in these two beds, I did two beds, well, a bed and a half of carrots and a half a bed of parsnips. Now, if we take a closer look, lots of seeds coming up, the odd potato. I think those are probably sycamore seedlings, but if we come in closer, there are carrot seedlings. Those are carrot seedlings. So I'm going to have to very carefully weed out the other stuff and make sure I'm not pulling up what I shouldn't. So they're starting to come up. In this bed, I have seen some. There's a bit of a concentration there. Oh, and there's some over there. If we come in closer. There they are. In these, the potato pots, they're just coming up. Looks like they were okay with the frost. Maybe the tiniest bit of frost damage. So that's those two beds. These haven't come into use yet. Here, when was it? 2-3 weeks ago, I planted out Trail of Tears. No, not 2-3 weeks ago. Last week. Let's get it right. Planted out Trail of Tears. And they're a climbing bean. And I thought they'd get killed off for sure. But no, they seem to be hanging in there. Over here, let me come round. This is Oregon sugar pod. It's a pea. So that'll be ones I can just snack on raw with the whole pod. Here we have that's Cavallo, Nero, Kale that's gone to flower, so the bees will love that. And even the purple sprouting broccoli has gone past it. If we come on up to here, this is cocoa something. I'm hoping it's a climbing bean and not a bush bean, where I've planted it. Now in here is my chard, my perpetual spinach. I don't think there's any proper spinach yet, but those are surviving nicely. Here, now I have to be careful because of the butterflies. Here I have broccoli and cauliflower. coming up nicely. Again, a few potatoes coming up. Not really what I want in that bed, but we'll deal with it. This is the herb bed. The pineapple sage didn't make it. I will be replacing that. I don't know if my dahlia's not come back up yet. Some of the mints at the back here have started to live again, and verbena. I'm looking. I want globe artichoke. I'm wondering, that might be the beginnings of the globe artichoke. Yay! Not globe artichoke. That's down the other end. Jerusalem artichoke. So that's the patio area. There's nothing but a few weeds growing again in the greenhouse. I need to weed that, but soon there will be lots in there. Now on the side here I put that white netting, one for shading, two to protect it when I strim. Around the back here is 3 rhubarbs. I'm glad to see that middle one survive because I transplanted it. That's an apple tree on the end. I believe this is a cherry, and despite the cold weather we've had, it looks like there's lots of little cherries forming. This is the plum. This I have to keep under control. And that is the pear. And if we look closely, there are pears forming, or that have formed. So the cold weather didn't totally kill it off. This is my bug hotel. We will see what likes to live in there. I need to add a few more things, but there's plenty of holes of different sizes. Let me come back around this way. The polytunnel is still no further. Got to weed some bindweed out of there. The flower bed here is looking great. It's really filling out. Forget-me-nots, geraniums. There's some bluebells. I know they're not English, but that's what's in the area. The rose is doing well. That is foxglove, I think. I have some crocosmia there. There is a bit of heuchera there. You see it more in the winter. I think that's a geum. Whether it's the wild sort or the cultivated sort, I'm not sure. The lupin is in a lot of leaf. No flowers yet, but that will be a blue one. Over here, this, excuse my shadow, this leaf, that will be the daisy looking plant. I've forgotten the proper name of it. And there's a little peony there. So that is looking beautiful. I think the pond could do with a little bit of extra water. I'll take some out of the water butts. Now, what I've been working on recently is netting the brassica cage. Now I have brassicas here and here, but they're the low growing. So here I have some peas in front. The type of pea is Robinson's. I got that from the Bristol Seed Exchange, so I think that's an old variety. And if we come into the brassica tent, I have swede around the edge, then kohlrabi, then Nero di Toscano, and then some early purple sprouting broccoli. Looks like I've got a rogue potato and some rogue raspberry trying to come up. Then there's some cabbages, and that's kohlrabi at the front there. On this side, it's the same sort of thing. But I haven't got any more purple sprouting broccoli. I have, what, 1, 2 plants. So I'm gonna have to, what do I want? 1, 2, maybe 4 or 6 plants planted so that they can go along there. Let's come out of the tent. The strawberries are really kicking into gear. I need to cut out the old dead foliage from over the winter, and also weed it. This plant is very much like a strawberry but smaller. It is a real pain in the butt as a weed. Looks like the potatoes are starting to come up in that tub. Over here, yeah, they're not too bad. Okay, I can see a couple of weeds I need to remove. I still haven't potted on my bamboo. I will not put this in the ground because it'd be too invasive. But as long as it goes in a big pot, it should be alright. Now this is I need to do bed, but we'll get to it eventually. It's a bit weedy, but there is garlic in there. I'm going to be taking out the strawberries in there and planting some more. Now this nice green wall here, these are, I think they're the tayberries. Okay, I need to do a bit of weeding down the bottom, but they're just starting to come into flower, and then of course the fruit will be produced. These are my red gooseberries, and if I look carefully, they are starting to, I can see the fruit there, and even my gooseberry cuttings took, so that's good. Okay, those potatoes are coming up. These are all my black currants. I don't have white currants, and I took out the red currants. My thornless blackberry along the fence is going really nice. I've tied it in, and that's producing the fruit. Now these are I think they're the autumn fruiting raspberries. Yes, because they're the ones that you cut down to the ground. They're okay, apart from some weeds. And the summer fruiting is there. They're looking nice and bushy. Again, bindweed is always an issue. I've got some tubs of soil here that need to go onto some of the beds. My sink I have found useful. I haven't got any flower pots for here yet. And yes, the seedling table is great for bringing the plants down and then not being right in the sun too all the time. So these are my sweet peas that need to go out so that they can climb because they're getting rather leggy. And if we have a look at the thermometer, ooh, 0.3 is the lowest it's been. That's dangerous. So it's beautiful sunny weather. Just a shame it's a little cold at night still. But we're nearly into May, so fingers crossed it'll get warmer. So thank you for watching, and please don't forget to hit the like button. Thanks for watching, bye for now. still have the strawberries, the original strawberries in these 3 pots. We have, I think it's fennel, Swiss chard, some of it's bolting. We have beetroot, we have lettuce, and then there's some lines of lettuce that have been sown. Garlic, it's looking a bit hungry. Onions, I've got a bit of bindweed and sticky weed to pull out. Strawberries all the way along here. Again, I need to weed before it gets too crazy. The onions are doing okay in this bed. I don't have anything in these, so I haven't finished these beds. In the greenhouse, it's getting busy again. I've got tomatoes in there, some more tomatoes there. They've only just been transplanted. Butternut, yeah, some winter squash there. Peppers have been transplanted. You've got peppers, not peppers, courgette, cucumber, and what was the other one? Well, another one there. Flowers that need transplanting. Some of the flowers came up there. The dahlias are starting to shoot, but so's the slugs that are crawling around trying to eat them. My Taunton kale, I think I need to move it from there. The slugs keeps trying to eat it. Sunflowers. Those geraniums I got as plug plants and potted them up. We've got peppers, sweet peas that need to go out. There's some winter squash there. The sweet corn I've potted on. I have plants that I've bought that I need to plant out. I still have not weeded the beds. And there's even more plants down on the bottom patio. Don't forget to press like. It means my vlogs are shared by the YouTube algorithm to more people. It will pop up on their suggestions more. So I'm gradually getting there. It's not where I want it to be yet, but gradually getting there. So thank you for watching. Bye for now.